Coming to you, old Vincenzo, hanging out in the old refrigerator, wobbling around, kicking my feet. And I'm here to tell you to join old Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Hit that bell notification and just rock your way into nice profitable trades and fleece heist and shist, the fleece heisters and shysters, and relax because you have that bell notification to give you all the latest news, breaking news, coin updates, and regulatory things. Peace and love. Heyo! Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. You can see after the big collapse today, we're going to take a quick look at coin market cap here. And that's what we like to do here, get all the information out, educate, get the breaking news and what's going on in the coins and the blockchain technology sphere, as also along with what's going on in the political sphere with the regulatory things that are going to happen and going on. But you can see right now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USD, BNB, and Binance Coin to XRP remain your top 7. They've all lost significant market cap the last few days, especially today when we had a big drop. But what I'm more paying attention to is as these coins continue into this bear market. As you do know, I don't believe the bottom is in. I believe we're going to go much lower, and I think we could see sub 10,000 Bitcoin at some point. But I'm paying attention to the market cap because I think Ethereum, XRP, as we scroll into the bottom half of the top 20, Monero, Stellar, and Algo will all be in the top 10. And XRP and Ethereum are already in the top 10, but you can see Monero's up to 27, Stellar's at 28, and Algo's at 31. These are all up 3 or 4 spots from when we first started looking at this about a month ago. As this bear market continues to consolidate, these coins continue as the market continues to go down and consolidate and lose market cap. Some of the better coins that you're noticing are starting to increase their market cap in comparison to these other coins. And that's very important when you're looking at the cryptos, is if everything's going down in market cap, but coins are starting to overtake other coins in market cap dominance, that's telling you that those projects are better than the other ones that are losing in comparison, right? And that's what I'm paying attention to. And you can kind of see that happening because as you start getting down out of the top 30 or 40 coins now, the market capitalization of these coins, not very good, just over $1 million, right, for a lot of these coins. And then you get out of the top 50 and you're down to below $1 million, you're 800, 700,000 and dropping fast. You get down into the coins like 69. You can see the market caps of these have essentially lost 80, 90% in a lot of these, right? Because there was just so many of them. And that's what we're watching out. And that's very fascinating and interesting as we watch these, the market caps just deflate. And it's all top heavy again, right? So that's something that people should pay attention to for the next boom and the next bust in the crypto sphere, as what happens and what the markets do during it, right? Well, let's look at what we're all here for. Some of the Bitcoin price. It was a very volatile day. You can see the dollar had a very nice day on the upside, right? We like to pay attention to the dollar because it's very important to crypto. But you can see the dollar is back up here at, so let's look at the daily time frame. The dollar is back up near its recent high in this bull run, and you can see if we look back at the dollar, this is where the Fed started monetary easing and monetary printing fiasco, where they were just giving money and making money available to everybody. The dollar tanked. They started thinking about maybe doing something about raising interest rates somewhere into the following year, midway through 2021. And as you can see, as we approach the end of 2021 into 2022, when they made their first rate hike, we had that nice rounding bottom. We had a nice double bottom in the dollar right there, bottom one, in early 2022 or 2021, and then bottom 2 later on in the about midsummer 2022. And you can see that better if I do that. See that bottom 1 pump, rejection, bottom 2 turns around. You can see the rounding bottom that formed there. And then as we head into this red line, this is where the Fed started to actually tighten and raising rates. And you can see the dollar is accelerated to the upside. And I think this has still got quite a bit of ways to go before the dollar starts thinking about pivoting. I think we're going to be up here now. I never thought that was going to be possible when this started. But I started I was hearing things along the line about how it could go up, and I didn't think it would go up to 120 15, 16 months ago. I understood how it could by reading things and listening to people that had a theory on how it could do that. I just didn't think it could go that high. But ever since we've been right there and held that confirmation, the 120 seemed inevitable, seeing what's going on in the overall equity markets. And I think that's a good end of the year target and beginning of 2023 target, is the dollar to be up near 120. And then I think that's where it would start to maybe top out, because there would be major financial problems going on up there if it stayed up there too long. And we're already having them now. And conversely, gold has been consolidating to the downside. And I think that could actually continue to the downside, as this was a failed breakout out of a cup and handle. And I could see gold consolidating all the way down to this major area of support, all the way down here at the $1,400 or $1,500 range. That is something I didn't think was going to happen, that deep of a consolidation, but I could see how it actually does get down there. And that's what I'm waiting for and paying attention to. And I will be buying a lot more of my gold mining stocks if the gold price does continue to break deeper to the downside and we get sub down here. I will be loading up a lot more on those stocks, because I know eventually those are going to rocket. And it's just been it's been a humbling learning experience on what's actually taking place here with the whole a whole deal going on here, right? But something that I thought would go down was the cryptos, and they've went down very harshly. You can see Bitcoin from its old high, all-time. Oops, we don't want that. We want our industry exclusive drawing tool. We want to delete that. But if we take our drawing tool or measuring tool and go from the all-time high to current price, it's down 69. It's funny, 0.83%. And you can see here the Bitcoin price has done the exact opposite, or it's correlated perfectly with the Fed. You can see this green line is when the Fed started to print money. Bam, Bitcoin price skyrockets. Then you can see we got to the middle of 2021, and you can see we started to form a top here as the Fed started talking about thinking about it. Then we pump back up, and just like the dollar did a double bottom, right? Last year, Bitcoin did a massive double top, and we diagnosed that out as an M-topping reversal pattern, or a mountain double top, as I call it, where you have the big mountain double top, the neckline, like a head and shoulders, and a targeted move is from the top of the double top to the neckline to the point of a breakout at the neckline. And that's how we got our target all the way down there at 13,336, when the price of Bitcoin was right here and rising still, because I thought down here in this falling wedge-ish pattern that we had down there at major support, I thought we could get a bear market rally, but I thought the bear market would rally when it came up to that upper resistance right there. And I thought this was the topping out, but it had one more push to the upside, right? But I never backed off that prediction that this was going to be a double top, because this would be a classic double top right there, where the second peak comes slightly below the first peak and then the price rolls over. But this was just almost an exact double top, but it breached the old high barely by about a day, and then it quickly reversed and flushed to the downside. And conveniently enough, this is red line here is when the Fed started to tighten. And you can see as the momentum and the talking and the thinking about and the words from the Fed started to change, Bitcoin started to top out, and then it tried to make that relief rally up after it was down 50% from down here, and it topped out in a mountain double top right as the Fed said. Right in here, the Fed said, well, 2 months from now, we're going to start our first interest rate hike in January of 2022. Market sold off the next couple of weeks. Then it had a mini rally leading into that first rate hike, and then after the rate hike, it dumped. Then it consolidated to the second rate hike, it dumped. Then it consolidated to the third rate hike and dumped, right? And it's going to continue to do that. Now it's consolidating after the Fed missed a month in a rate hike, and then it's going to dump, right? Because eventually this price is going to come down there. But if we zoom in to the closer time frame, you can see what I would be watching out for in the macro and the micro time frame is you got that current major support at 19,290 that you would like to hold, because then you could try to make a run back up to major upper resistance at 21,000, 22,000, this old red line right here, right? That was your upper resistance back here and back here. But if you fail to hold this 19,000 level, you're going to come straight down to 16,569 really quick, the bottom part of your last major support zone, before you drop to the top part of the shit house, right? AKA get my shit together zone. And that would be hitting this underneath target that we've had, right? So that's what we're watching out for in the Bitcoin price. Ethereum is essentially the same thing. You can see what we were talking about the other day. We've been getting supported since the great dump of June. We've been getting supported by this green fib circle. Holy crap, it made it easy for me. That green fib circle right there, we've been getting support to the upside, right? See all that support on that green uptrending fib circle? Then if we come up here, we were getting rejected by the major volume indicator zone. And then as we were trading below it and getting rejected, we knew we were going to come back down and test support. We did, came back up to this fib circle, and we put on here last week when we were talking about this, that your major upper resistance after you had a couple of near taps down here, as you came into this red zone, would be a likely rejection and or this blue fib circle. And it got rejected the first time by the bottom part of the volume indicator. It's bearish when you're coming at it from the bottom. Made another big charge up at it, a brief consolidation, pump through, but then struggled as we hit the fib circle. And we told you it was likely to dump, and it was likely to dump down here to the 1507.58. And if it can't hold at 1507.58, unfortunately, the next big fall is coming down here to the top part of this blue support zone at 1269 to 1117. And that would be a critical area that you need to hold, because if you fall through that blue support zone in Ethereum, you're coming all the way down here to 747.23, and that's a big fall, because I got low price targets for Ethereum. Is I think we're going to end up down here at some point in that 110 to 250 to $300 range in Ethereum, but we're going to continue to watch that to see if that does indeed play out. The same thing as we've had with XRP. We've been getting rejected. We've been getting supported by this red volume indicator zone because we're above the mean of the volume, so it can try to act as bullishness. But we've had heavy sell pressure back here up about the 37-cent level, and the 37-cent level was the magical level, because this was one last consolidation after a big flush right here that came all the way down from north of $1 and bottomed out at about 34 cents. We had that big consolidation for a few weeks. You can see we got down here in May, and we didn't break till about 30 days. A lot of trading, a lot of money, a lot of shares. So anytime the price gets up there, that is a huge resistance point. And right now with the overall state of the markets and the crypto market, it's just too much for it. And the fear is eventually at some point, if we zoom out to the 4-hour time frame, you could say this is a big consolidation right there. And if you break that, you're going to come down into this 25-cent range. And that is your last line before you have the next big flash crash that would get you down to 18 cents or maybe even a little bit below, as there's not really any big major support in this orange support zone till you get all the way down here at 11-12 cents, right? But this is a major target we've had since 2022, when the price of XRP was, as you know, anybody that's followed this channel, since we were consolidating in this big pattern right here, which was a symmetrical triangle. We diagnosed it out in here, and that's when we came out with our target of 18 to 20 cents for early 2023, end of 2022, or 2022, or the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, because we thought it would take some time, and that's where we're currently watching out for. The key numbers to watch out for is 37 cents is major upper resistance, which I don't think you're going to get there in the next few days. 32 cents is initial underneath support. 29 cents is the bottom part of the volume indicator, and if you slip that, you're likely to drop down south of 26 cents and get into this orange support zone, right? So that's what's going on in the coins. That's a quick update this evening. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification, and most importantly, you take action. You 1000x your life. You get that education to give you that upper hand on the ever-changing financial markets around the world. Peace and love to you. Yes, you, the beautiful audience.